All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. I think we cleared up the internet. We reset the internet. We're ready to go. Our third game of our triple header here today. Next up would be the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. The Redskins, they come in with a record of 5-6. And when we look at the NFC East right now, we can see how much this is a must game for the Redskins. The Giants are at 9-3, Dallas at 7-5, the Redskins at 5-6. They can get back to 500 with a win, and they'd stay in the thick of the wild card playoffs in the NFC. But if they lose, then they're in trouble when it comes to trying to secure a wild card. For the Seattle Seahawks, they come in at 9-2. They have the best record currently in the NFC at 9-2. The Giants won earlier this week. They're 9-3. If Seattle wins, they stay a game up in the number 1 seed. If they lose, then they fall into a tie with the Giants. And even if they fall into a tie with New York, the Seahawks would still have the tiebreaker at the moment with a better conference record than the Giants. So there's a lot of moving parts here in this one as we head out to Seattle, Washington for this one between the Redskins and the Seahawks. Evil Dead is 88-64. He is now 24 games back over 500. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And Evil Dead has already told me that he's taking the Redskins in this one, so we'll see what happens there. All right, let's head out to Seattle for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into rain-swept Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. It's the Redskins and the Seahawks. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The 5-6 Redskins, the 9-2 Seahawks. We're about to get underway live from Seattle. The Redskins will get the ball first. Evil Dead has taken the Redskins in this one. Dakota Cochran will kick off for Seattle in the rain. Here's the kick. From the goal line, Delaney over the 5, 10, 15, 20. Delaney makes his way out to the 30-yard line. Marquez Delaney, the rookie out of Notre Dame. Redskins starting quarterback Eric Tipton. Homecoming for him out of the University of Washington in his third year. Looks like the internet is reset. Looks a lot better than it did. So the Redskins will start from their own 30-yard line. Washington in basically a must-win situation here. They don't want to drop to 5-7. That would pretty much ruin their playoff lives. It wouldn't eliminate them, but it would make it very tough in a highly competitive NFC. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Tipton under center. Tipton draws back. Tipton gets sacked back at the 26-yard line. A 4-yard sack by Jacob Green, the 11th year defensive end out of California, Berkeley. The third game of our triple hitter here today, here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. 9 o'clock Eastern time, just after 9 o'clock Eastern. Just after 8 o'clock here in Nashville. Just after 6 out west. 2nd and 14 from the 26-yard line. 4 wide for the Redskins. Tipton under center. Tipton hands off to Dante Ciali. And Ciali gets out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Here's the Redskins offense. Up front, Johnson, Murray, Pearson, Lofton, and Young. And then it's Say, McDade, Ciali, Scott, and Metcalf. The Redskins making the cross-country trip to Seattle here today. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Redskins at their own 28-yard line. Opening drive of the game. 3 wide to the near side. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton. Hands off. No play action. They blitz. And they get him. Oh, as he threw. It's not going to be a sack. He got the pass off. Incomplete. Boy, Seattle brought the house. Jacob Green was in his face. It'll be 4th and 12. There's a reason why Seattle's 9-2. Adrian Murphy back to punt on 4th and 12. Gets the punt away. Fair cut at the 22-yard line by Mixon. Devin Mixon, the 8th-year safety out of Maryland. Starting quarterback Devin Wade in his 8th year out of Texas. The former Bronco, the former Panther. He took a year off, and then he was coaxed out of retirement by Seattle. He's led them to a 9-2 record. The former long shot player from Madden 18, Devin Wade. Seattle will start from their own 22-yard line. The Redskins went 3 and out on their opening drive. This is Seattle's opening drive. Seahawks come out 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Jones. And Rupert Jones out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 14. And that'll be a Seahawk first down. Rupert Jones, the 10th-year tight end out of Oklahoma. Washington went 3 and out on their opening drive. This is Seattle's opening drive. Davis has joined us. Welcome in, Davis. The 3rd game of our triple header here today. We'll have a triple header tomorrow, starting at 6 o'clock Eastern. Wade in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Wade hands off to Gilbert, and Terry Gilbert picks up a yard out to the 37-yard line in his 8th year out of Texas. Here's the Seattle offense. Up front, Turner, Walters, Parks, Ayers, and Carpenter. And then it's Gibson, McKenzie, Gilbert, Jones, and Clay. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 37-yard line. On a rainy afternoon in Seattle. 46 degrees at kickoff. 4 wide for Seattle. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back, pump fakes, looks, throws deep. A flag is down, and he overthrows Rupert Jones down the sideline. Let's check out the flag. It's going to be on Seattle's offensive line, I believe.
Holding offense.
I think the left tackle, Turner. Yep, Jason Turner. 10-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Seahawks. Back at the 27-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Sports Davis. Misty's here. And Gracie, she's here too. 2nd and 19 from the 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Wade throws. Caught by Gibson. Blake Gibson all the way out to the 42. A gain of 15. Got most of it back. Blake Gibson, the 5th-year receiver out of Rutgers. And that'll bring it up 3rd and 4. It'll make it 3rd and manageable for Seattle. At their own 42-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Seahawks right here. They come out 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Wade throws. Caught by Jones. And Rupert Jones crosses midfield to the 49-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard gain, first down Seahawks. Holloway on the tackle, number 54. John Holloway, the fifth-year linebacker out of Georgia. Love those Redskin uniforms. It goes without saying. Some of the best uniforms ever. One of the best helmets ever. They should have never changed. 4 wide, first and 10. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert pushing forward all the way down to the 38-yard line. Just would not be denied. An 11-yard gain for Terry Gilbert, the 8th-year back out of Texas. Finally getting him down, Trey Cook, the linebacker, in his 4th year out of South Carolina. I think we have an injury timeout on the play, so 5 minutes left to play. Here in the first quarter, be first and 10 Seahawks from the Redskin 38-yard line on a rainy day in Seattle. Imagine that. Earlier today, the Saints held on to beat the Chargers 20-17. That was an upset. And the Vikings, just moments ago, beat the Cardinals 16-10. First and 10 from the 38-yard line in the I formation. Wade fakes the handoff, throws deep downfield, and it's nearly picked off by Bobby Kirby, incomplete. Let's take a look at the Redskins defense. They play a 3-4. Trickett, Ray, and Enoch up front. Linebackers, Holloway, Cook, Andrews, and Potts. And the secondary for Washington, Kirby, Wright, Cole, and King. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks at the Redskin 38-yard line. Washington went 3 and out on their opening drive. This is Seattle's opening drive. 4 wide for Seattle. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert turns inside and picks up 3 down to the 35-yard line. Trey Cook on the tackle if you bring up 3rd and 7. .438 and counting. Here in the first quarter, no score. Long drive by Seattle, at least so far. They face a 3rd and 7, though, from the Redskin 35. And somebody jumped. I think that was Raymond Ray who jumped, number 90.
Neutral zone infraction.
Or Matthew Enoch, either one. It's going to be on Matthew Enoch. In his 10th year out of Cal.
Still 3rd down.
And that makes it 3rd and 2 for Seattle at the Redskin 30-yard line. We've gone over it and over it and over it ad nauseum for years now here on Jammin' Sports that these Redskin uniforms are some of the best ever. And their helmet, I would love to wear that helmet. 3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line. Everybody in tight, 2 wide. Wade under center. Wade hands off to Gilbert, and Gilbert picks up the first down and then some down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 13 yards for Terry Gilbert, and that'll be a Seahawk first down. Coming up to make the tackle was Robert Andrews, the linebacker, in his 2nd year out of Wake Forest. But it's a first down for Seattle. The 3rd game of our triple header. We'll go over tomorrow's triple header here in a second. We'll wrap up week 12 tomorrow with 3 games, again at 6 o'clock Eastern, just like today. In the offset eye, Wade to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert turns inside, and Gilbert's in for the touchdown. A 17-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert. And the Seahawks take their opening drive, march down the field, and they get a touchdown. The 8th year back out of Texas, Terry Gilbert, a 17-yard run. Seahawks tried to stay with the best record in the NFC. They're 9-2 coming in. Tom Davison for the extra point. The kick is up. And it's good. Seahawks lead at 7-0. 3:42 left. And now the triple header tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the Bears at the Rams. And then we'll have the Chiefs at the Broncos. And then we'll have the Raiders and the 49ers. That will wrap up Week 12. 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific tomorrow. Here at Jammin' Sports, where it's the game that matters. Dakota Cochran will kick off for Seattle with 3:42 left to play here in the first quarter. There's the kick. From the goal line, Delaney over the 10, 20, and Delaney out to the 25-yard line. Marquez Delaney, the rookie out of Notre Dame. 3:38 left to play. Here in the first quarter, we're at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. In the rain, a must-win for the Redskins. They really have to win this game to have any type of legitimate shot at making a wild card. I know there's 4 weeks left in the season, but being 5-7, they'd have to win out. It'd be a tough road to hoe. In the I formation, Tipton under center. 1st and 10. Burton in motion. Tipton hands off to Dante Ciali up the middle, and Ciali out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 7. He got a bad spot if he only got out 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. Dante Ciali in his 10th year out of Marshall. For a moment, I thought the Seahawks had a face mask there, but I guess not, watching the replay. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. On 2nd and 3. Redskins come out 4 wide. Tipton under center. Tipton hands off. No play action. And he got hit as he threw. There was a delayed blitz. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Seahawk defense. They play a 4-3. Green, Hamilton, Alvarez, and McCoy up front. Linebackers, McKenzie, Cochran, and Harper. And the secondary, McCoy, Smith, Morgan, and Hubert. They've got 2 McCoys on defense. They've got Nick McCoy, he's the defensive back, and Morgan McCoy, the defensive end. 3rd and 3 for Washington now at their own 32. They come out in the offset eye. Tipton under center. Tipton to Ciali, and the Seahawks are right there. Wow. What a swarming defense by Seattle early on. No gain. Wes Cochran, the rookie linebacker out of Cincinnati, making the tackle. On the assist was Randall McKenzie, the 7th-year linebacker out of Florida. It'll be 4th and 3. The Redskins go 3 and out again. They don't have a first down yet. Adrian Murphy back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 19, Nixon brings it back over the 30 and out to the 32-yard line. Devin Nixon in his 8th year out of Maryland. First down, Seattle at their own 32. 2:35 left to play here in the first quarter. Seahawks lead it 7-0. Here on Jammin' Sports on this Saturday. It's been a while since we've been able to get games in on a Saturday. Just my schedule has been so busy as of late, with baseball and all that. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Wade in the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert picks up 6 to the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4. Trey Cook, the linebacker, on the tackle. Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Seahawks. Comeback player of the year, in my mind, would be Devin Wade. 2nd and 4 from the 38-yard line. Wade in the shotgun. Wade fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Mills. Ivan Mills, a big gain, down to the 36-yard line. 26 yards. Ivan Mills, the only player on all these rosters from New Hampshire, the fourth-year receiver out of New Hampshire, that murder, death, kill. Rethinking this pick, I was kind of wondering, the Seahawks' only 2 losses have come against AFC teams. They lost to the Chargers and they lost to the Raiders. They are perfect against NFC teams this season. In the I formation, 1st and 10 from the Redskin 36. Wade back. Wade looking in trouble, and he gets sacked. Back at the 43-yard line. On the sack, Brian Trickett, the 5th-year defensive end out of Ole Miss. A loss of 7 to be 2nd and 17. And it's funny, their 2 losses to the 2 AFC teams were routes. They got killed. They got killed on the road down in San Diego. And then they got killed at home against the Raiders a few weeks back. But other than that, they're perfect. 2nd and 17 from the Redskin 43-yard line. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Rodney Howell, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Rhode Island, on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 17. We actually have 2 players in the league from Rhode Island, so he's not the only one. 3rd and 17 for the Redskin 43. Big 3rd down for Seattle. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Wade rolls out. And Wade throws downfield. Caught by Walker. Kobe Walker all the way down to the 6-yard line. 27 yards and a Seattle first down. The 4th-year receiver out of Boise State, Kobe Walker. Perfect pass by Wade. My goodness. He's got other quarterbacks thinking, I should take a year off and come back and play great, just like Wade is doing. First down, Seahawks, 1st and goal. As we're coming up on the end of the quarter, they should be able to get the play off. 1st and goal from the 6. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade back, looking, steps up, rolls out. He's going to take off, and he's not going to get far. And that will do it for the first quarter. Seattle up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Seahawks lead the Redskins 7-0 as we start the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Seahawks at the Redskin 10-yard line. Washington at 5-6, Seattle at 9-2 on the season. On 2nd and goal, the Seahawks come out in the I formation. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert in for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run right up the gut by Terry Gilbert as the Seahawks start the second quarter with a touchdown. And they take a 13-0 lead. Evil Dead might really be rethinking this pick. And now Tom Davidson will come on for the extra point. The 12th-year kicker out of UCLA. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Seahawks lead at 14-0 here in the second quarter. Who do they play next week? Let's find out. In week 13, Seattle plays at Denver, an AFC team, so watch out there. And the Redskins will be at home hosting Philadelphia next week. Don't forget, we have a triple header tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern. It'll be Chicago at the LA Rams, followed by Kansas City at Denver, followed by Oakland at San Francisco. And that will wrap up Week 12. 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 Central, 3 Pacific time. There's the kickoff by Cochran. From the goal line, Nixon over the 10, 15, 20. And Nixon brings it out to the 22-yard line. Andre Nixon, the rookie out of Virginia. They're all laughing behind me. I don't know what's going on back here. Oh. I got both Misty and Gracie back here. I'm surprised Gracie isn't watching her K-pop. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line for the Redskins, down 14-0. Washington does not yet have a first down. They've had the ball twice. They've gone 3 and out both times. Eric Tipton, the quarterback, under center. 1st and 10. Tipton hands off to Ciali. And Dante Ciali, not much, 2 yards out to the 24-yard line. Jake Hughes, the linebacker, on the tackle. The 5th-year linebacker out of Notre Dame. Yes, quality Evil Dead. 2 drives, no first downs. This is their 3rd drive. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line. Redskins come out 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton drops back, sets up a screen pass to Ciali. And Ciali gets down to the 29-yard line, a gain of 5, before being tackled there by number 20, Darnell Hubert, the rookie defensive back out of Hawaii. They still don't have a first down. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 29. We have a good crowd here on this early Saturday night. This is our 3rd game of 3 today. 3rd and 2 from the 29-yard line. Tipton under center. Tipton to Ciali, and he does not get the first down. Coming in, making the tackle from the side, Devin Coleman, the rookie out of Illinois. Only a gain of 1. And the Redskins still do not have a first down. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to punt again, unless they want to go for it. This Seattle defense has been on fire. Let's see what the Redskins do here. They're going to punt. Adrian Murphy back to punt. They still do not have a first down. Murphy gets the punt away. From the 15, Nixon. And he brings it back out to the 18-yard line. That's Devin Nixon. And now the Seattle offense comes back out, led by Devin Wade. Some highlights. Terry Gilbert, a moment ago, 17 yards for the touchdown. And then Terry Gilbert, his 2nd touchdown, 10 yards. He's off to a good start today. 2 rushing touchdowns. Seattle will start from their own 18, 6:42 left here in the first half. On a rain-swept field in Seattle. It doesn't rain in Seattle, does it? Wade in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert out to the 25, a gain of 7. Actually, summers in Seattle are actually quite nice. I used to live there. I went to elementary and junior high school there. Where it rains a lot, where it gets this bad rap, it rains a lot in the spring. It rains a lot in the late fall and early winter. But the summer times are actually quite nice. 2nd and 3 from the 25-yard line. Wade under center. Wade looking, throws, and complete. And that'll bring up 3rd down. However, I will say this. It does rain a lot in Seattle. I lived there for about 12 years, so I know. 3rd and 3 from the 25. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Throws deep. Caught by Jones. Rupert Jones. Great catch and run down to the 41-yard line. "34 yards to the Redskin 41-yard line. Rupert Jones, the 10th-year tight end out of Oklahoma. Finally coming over to make the tackle, number 22 for the Redskins. That's Sean Wright, the 7th-year safety out of Maryland. Seattle on the move again. Under 6 minutes left. They're down to the Redskin 41-yard line, up 14-0. The Redskins still do not have a first down. Wade in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Wade hands off to Gilbert around the outside, and Terry Gilbert will lose a yard back to the 42. Coming up to make the tackle, number 23. That's Chris Ball, the rookie defensive back out of Georgia. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Sports Davis here tonight. Feel free to chat with any questions or comments you may have. We don't mind. We'll interact with you. 2nd and 11 from the 42-yard line. We'll interact in a positive way. Wade in the shotgun to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert out to the 39. And that'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8. Making the tackle, Robert Andrews, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Wake Forest. But a decent crowd here on this Saturday. Yeah, it leaves out Davis. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun on 3rd down. Wade takes the snap, looking, throws. Caught by Jones. No, incomplete. That was broken up by Trey Cook, the linebacker. It'll be 4th down. This would be a 56-yard field goal attempt for the Seahawks if they want to try it. Let's see if they want to try it. I would punt myself, but they're going to try it. From 56, Tom Davison. You can do this when you're 9-2. Up 14-0. Kick is up, and that's nowhere close. Short and to the right. And that's going to give the Redskins a short field now. They'll have it at their own 46 with 4:36 left to play here in the first half. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Earlier this afternoon, the Saints defeated the Chargers 20-17. And the game right before this, the Vikings beat the Cardinals 16-10. Both those games are in the video section if you want to check them out. We'll post those 2 games to YouTube once this game is over. It's easier for me to dump all the games at one time than to do them one at a time. I used to dump all the games to YouTube after they were done, but it's easier for me to do one big dump. I know that sounds funny. Evil Dead's going to say something. 1st and 10 for the 46-yard line. Tipton drops back, throws outside, caught by Metcalf. Does he have the first down? Yes. That's, yeah, there you go, Evil Dead. That's Mark Metcalf, a 10-yard catch. First down, Redskins, the 2nd-year receiver out of LSU. And that's Washington's first down of the game. And they're into Seahawk territory for the first time. On the catch, number 20, Darnell Hubert. 4:32 left in the first half. Seattle up 14-0. Redskins trying to get back in the game. Redskins desperately need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. In the offset eye, Tipton hands off to Ciali, and Ciali goes down. No gain. Wes Cochran, the rookie linebacker out of Cincinnati, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Redskins as we're coming up on 4 minutes left here in the first half. And now the Redskins come out 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-19.
Tipton drops back. Throws down the middle. Incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. Looking for G. Scott, the tight end. The rookie out of Ohio State. Their 1st-round draft pick. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the 44-yard line. Great crowd here on this, our third game this Saturday. Thank you for coming on in to watch here at Jammin' Sports. We appreciate it. 3rd and 10. Tipton back to throw. Throws outside. Who is that to? Okay. It'll be 4th down. He threw to the invisible man. And now the Redskins will punt. Adrian Murphy gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. And Seattle will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 3:42 left in the first half. Seattle has dominated so far. Up 14-0. A chance for Seattle to make it now a 3-possession game going into the second half. Somebody texted me. I'll read it later. Seattle from the 20-yard line. Again, I just love those Redskin uniforms. Those helmets are some of the coolest ever. 1st and 10. Wade in the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert out to the 28-yard line. There's a group on Facebook. It's called, I think it's Washington Redskins Forever. I'm a part of that group now. And they're lobbying hard. A lot of Native Americans in that group. Lobbying hard for the Redskins' name to come back. Their stupid owner won't budge on it, though. 2nd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Wade under center. Wade fakes the handoff. Wade throws deep. Caught by Clay. Marcus Clay down to the 49-yard line. A gain of 25 yards. Actually, 24 yards. Into Redskin territory at the 49-yard line. Marcus Clay, the third-year receiver out of Colorado State. Bobby Kirby came up and made the tackle. The fourth-year defensive back out of Florida. Kirby is one of the better defensive backs in the league. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 Seahawks at the Redskin 49. Wade pump fakes. A draw play to Gilbert right up the middle. And Gilbert just pushing forward. 11 yards to the 38-yard line. Gilbert closing in on 100 already. Just needs 11 more. What a first half for Terry Gilbert. He's rushed for 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This might be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Seattle comes out in the eye. Wade to Gilbert again. And Gilbert to the 37. Just a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. And that will indeed take us to the 2-minute warning. Seattle up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Seahawks lead at 14-0. When this week is over, and we will wrap up this week tomorrow, the season will be 3/4 of the way over. We'll be in the final 4 weeks. We'll be in the home stretch. We'll start week 13 on Monday with the Buccaneers and the Vikings. On 2nd and 9, Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking. Wade throws, caught by Walker, and Kobe Walker all the way down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 23. The fourth-year receiver out of Boise State. First down, Seattle. Evil Dead, when you took the Redskins in this one, I was going to say something verbally, but I said, nah, I won't. So I can't say I told you so. I thought you might know something I didn't. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 4 wide, make it 5. Empty backfield. Wade in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Wade looking. Wade rolls out. And now Wade's going to take off. And he fumbles right to a Seahawk. Boy, when it's going your way, it's going your way. He fumbled it right to Jones at the 5-yard line. I mean, when things are going your way, watch this right here. Ball comes out, gets kicked forward, and Rupert Jones recovers. Ripping the ball out of there, bouncing it out was Cameron Cole. But Rupert Jones was Johnny on the spot. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 5-yard line. Down to 1:05 left in the half. Seattle trying to make it a 3-score game going into halftime. Seahawks come out in the I formation. Wade fakes the handoff, throws back to the end zone, touchdown, Seattle. Making the catch, Blake Gibson. A 5-yard touchdown catch. They'll probably review it, but I believe it's going to hold up. Seattle is just on fire today. The Redskins only have 1 first down. And now Tom Davidson for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Seahawks lead it 21-0 with 50 seconds left. A 3-touchdown lead on the Redskins. Now Washington still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can get on the board before halftime. And guess who gets the ball first in the second half? Seattle does. The Redskins had it first. They went 3 and out. And now Dakota Cochran will kick off for Seattle. Up by 3 touchdowns. If this holds up, Seattle will be the first NFC team to get to 10 wins. There's the kick. From the 3-yard line, Nixon over the 15-20. And Nixon brings it out to the 26-yard line. Andre Nixon. Both the Redskins and the Seahawks have kick returners named Nixon. Andre for Washington. Devin for Seattle. No relation. And the Redskins will have it at their own 26 with 45 seconds left here in the second quarter. Seattle with a commanding 21-0 lead. If the Redskins drop this game, they'd have to win out to be 9-7. And there's no guarantee at 9-7. 5 wide, Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton draws back. Throws, dumps it off to G. Scott, the rookie tight end out of Georgia. He only picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Redskins take a timeout in the rain here in Seattle. Lumen Field here in Week 12. 41 seconds left until halftime. Tomorrow it'll be the Bears and the Rams, followed by the Chiefs and the Broncos, followed by the Raiders and the 49ers. That's our triple header to wrap up the week tomorrow, starting at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. We hope you join us for that. On 2nd and 8, 4 wide, Tipton in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39.
Tipton draws back, throws, caught by Metcalf, out to the 37. A gain of 9, that'll be a Redskin first down. They take a timeout. They have 1 timeout left. Mark Metcalf, the second-year receiver out of LSU. 36 seconds left. Redskins with 1 more timeout at their own 37-yard line. Seattle plays at Denver next week, and the Redskins will host the Eagles. Eagles lost to Dallas earlier this week, the Thanksgiving game. That really hurt their playoff chances. 1st and 10 from the 37. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton back. Throws outside. Incomplete. He was looking for G. Scott. He threw it a bit wide. It'll be 2nd and 10. Eric Tipton went to the University of Washington. So it's a homecoming for him today. Redskins quarterback. Husky Field is about 12 miles from here. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton looking. Tipton steps up. Throws outside. Caught by Dante Ciali. And Ciali out to the 44-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2. They're in the hurry up. 20 seconds left. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton draws back. Throws. Caught by Ciali out of the backfield. And he fumbles. And the Seahawks recover. They blew him up at about the 46-yard line. And he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks recover. Let's watch the replay. Who came in and blew him up? Number 57, that's Cochran, the rookie linebacker. It'll be Seattle football going the other way with 10 seconds left in the half. Seattle will probably just take a knee and go to the locker room. I would. Domination by Seattle here in the first half. Well, they're going to run a play. They got 4 receivers wide. Wade in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Wade draws back. Wade throws near side, caught by Gibson. Gets upfield, and Gibson down to the 40. A gain of 16. Seattle takes a timeout. It would be a 57-yard field goal from here if they want to try it. Let's see if they try it. I mean, with 3 seconds left, you have nothing to lose here. Coming off the timeout, now we're ready to go. They're going to try it. Tom Davidson from 57 yards right before halftime. Snap, kick is up, and that's nowhere close. We go to halftime. Your halftime score, Seahawks 21, Redskins nothing. You're here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the second half. The Seahawks in control here, 21-0 over the Redskins. The Redskins at 5-6, the Seahawks at 9-2, and NFC best 9-2, looking to make it 10-2. They're up 21-0, and they get the ball first here in the third quarter. They can make this a rout if they get another touchdown. Adrian Murphy will kick off for the Redskins. From the 3-yard line, Colby Walker over the 20, 25, and Walker out to the 33-yard line. That's where Seattle will take over, 1st and 10. Terry Gilbert needs 10 more yards for 100. Let's go over Seattle's last 4 games. See if we can project what they'll finish at. They play at Denver next week. We know they have a hard time with AFC teams. They host Detroit in week 14. In week 15, they're at Arizona. And they host the 49ers in week 16. I'm going to predict Seattle goes 3-1 down the stretch. They'll win this game. They'll finish 14-2. You watch. Wade, incomplete. Or 13-3. They'll go 13-3. Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Seattle at their own 33-yard line. As we're in the beginning stages of the third quarter. In the I formation, Wade under center. Wade, a draw play to Gilbert, breaks a tackle. Gilbert all the way out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 10. And a first down for the Seahawks. For a moment there, I thought he might break it. He broke that initial tackle right there at the line. The Redskin didn't wrap up. That was Robert Andrews, the linebacker. Finally tackled by Cameron Cole and Trey Cook for the Redskins. Terry Gilbert, he's a good back. He always has been in his 8th year out of Texas. 1st and 10, Seattle from their own 43-yard line. Up 21-0. Wade in the shotgun. Wade fakes the handoff, throws down the sideline, and that's going to be pass interference on Terry Kirby, or not Terry Kirby, but Bobby Kirby. That was obvious.
Pass interference, defense.
He was mugging him down the sideline. Bobby Kirby, it'll be 1st and 10, Seattle at the Redskin 39, a spot foul. He was picking his pockets. He was accosting him. There's a word. 1st and 10, Seattle at the Redskin 39-yard line. That penalty keeps the Seahawk drive alive. Wade in the shotgun, 4 wide. 1st and 10. Wade to Gilbert again. And Gilbert just getting big chunks of yardage every time. He's over 100. He's at 107 now. A gain of 6 out to the 33-yard line. Cameron Cole on the tackle for the Redskins. Cole in his 11th year, the safety out of Chattanooga. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Seattle at the Redskin 33-yard line. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Wade in the shotgun. Wade to Gilbert again. And Gilbert to the 30, a gain of 3. We'll bring up 3rd and 1. Robert Andrews on the tackle, the linebacker. 3rd and 1 for Seattle at the Redskin 30-yard line. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Seattle just dominating this game. 4 wide. Wade under center. Wade to McKenzie this time. He gets the first down. And McKenzie following suit. A 12-yard run down to the 18-yard line. Chris McKenzie, the third-year back out of Miami. They give Gilbert a break. McKenzie comes in and rips one off for 12 yards. First down, Seattle. Finally making the tackle, Prince King, the 6th-year defensive back out of Texas, the former Packer. 1st and 10, Seattle at the Redskin 18. Coming up on 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. 5 wide for the Seahawks. Wade in the shotgun. Wade back. Wade throws, and it nearly deflected to Jones. It bounced off of Marcus Clay, and Rupert Jones had a chance for the deflection there, and he couldn't quite come down with it. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. .550 left here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 Seahawks at the Redskin 18-yard line. A field goal would keep it a 3-score game, but a touchdown would make it a 4-score game. Wade under center, 2nd and 10. Wade back. Wade throws, and boy, that was nearly picked off. He hit Cameron Cole between the 2 and the 5. He was looking for Singer, Dustin Singer, the rookie tight end out of UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. 3rd and 10 Seahawks at the 18-yard line. They can get a first down at the 10, or at the 8 actually. 4 wide for Seattle. Make it 5. Wade in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Wade draws back. Wade throws to the end zone. Caught by Mills. Is he in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Ivan Mills, a 17-yard catch. Forced out of bounds at the 1. Cameron Cole forced him out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal, Seattle at the 1-yard line. Ivan Mills, I thought he was going to get in. The 4th-year receiver out of New Hampshire. Took out the pylon. 1st and goal from the 1. About the half-yard line, really. Seattle comes out in the offset eye. Wade to Gilbert. Easy touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of the day. Terry Gilbert. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And the Seahawks go up 27-0. And the route is on. The route is on. Complete devastation by Seattle. And now Tom Davidson will come on for the extra point. Tell you what, Evil Dave, when you get them wrong, you get them wrong. You do it in spectacular fashion. Kick us up, and good. Seahawks up 28-0 with 5.5 minutes left. Still in the 3rd quarter. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. I don't think Seattle's going to shut them out. I think the Redskins will finally get a score here shortly. Because Seattle's defense is going to play back a little bit. That's usually what happens. We don't get shutouts very often. You're on Jammin' Sports with football. I think we've only had 2 shutouts this season so far. Dakota Cochran will kick off. From the goal line, Delaney over the 10, 15, 20. Marcus Delaney out to the 27. And that's where the Redskins will have it, 1st and 10. 5:27 left to play. Still in the 3rd quarter. Dante Ciali, they've held him to 13 yards. 6 rushes for 13 yards. That's like, what, 2.1 yards a carry? Seattle has shut him down. Evil Dead and I, we call him the Beast, Ciali, but the Beast has been tamed so far today. That's a stunning stat. Ciali's usually the workhorse. Tipton in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Takes the snap, hands off to Ciali. And as soon as I say that, Ciali rips one off for 40, or out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 15. That will add to his average. 1st down, Redskins. That's only their 2nd 1st down of the game for the Redskins. Or as Evil Dead would say, quality. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Redskins from their own 42. They come out in the offset eye. Tipton to Ciali again. Gets outside. And Ciali, back-to-back nice gains out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11. Another Redskin 1st down. Into Seahawk territory. Seattle's defense not playing as aggressive as they were earlier. You can tell. They're just going to keep the Redskins in front of them and not let them go deep. 4:35 and counting. 1st and 10. Redskins at the Seahawk 47-yard line. Tipton under center. Tipton to Ciali again. And another big gain for Ciali. Out to the 35, a gain of 12. So he goes from 6 to 51 in 3 plays. Leonard Smith came up and made the tackle, the safety. in his 11th year out of Utah State. 1st and 10 Redskins trying to get back in this game, down 28-0. 4 wide. They're at the Seahawk 35. Tipton under center. Tipton drops back. 3-step drop, throws, gets it to Virgil Say, who gets down to the 19-yard line, a gain of 16. The 11th year receiver out of Oregon State, Virgil Say. He spent 1 year with the Bengals, and now he's in his 10th year with the Redskins. 11th year overall. And the rookie Hubert on the tackle. Darnell Hubert, the rookie out of Hawaii. 1st and 10 Redskins at the Seahawk 19-yard line. 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Tipton hands off to McDade this time. And that's Landon McDade, the 5th year back out of Louisville. He only picks up a yard. Jake Hughes, the linebacker on the tackle. In his 5th year out of Notre Dame. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 18-yard line. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Redskins come out in the eye. Tipton hands off to Ciali, who's back in the game. And Ciali to the 15, a gain of 3. Make it a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 5. Coming up to make the tackle, number 21, Devin Coleman, the rookie defensive back out of Illinois. On a gray, overcast, dark afternoon with rain here in Seattle. 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. 5 wide for the Redskins. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton drops back. Tipton throws, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be shy of the 1st down. He gets down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's going to be 4th and 1. Mark Metcalf on the catch. Leonard Smith, the safety, on the tackle. Now, if it was me at this point in the game, I would go for it. But the Redskins are going to kick a field goal. Zach Harris from 27 yards to get the Redskins on the board. The kick is up. And it's good. It's now a 25-point lead for Seattle. Still a 4-possession game, as they're up by 25. 2:03 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. I think Davis might still be here on this Saturday evening for us. It's 9 o'clock here in Nashville. It's 10 o'clock for Evil Dead in New York. 7 o'clock on the West Coast, so it's evening everywhere. There's the kick. Walker from the goal line over the 15-20. And Kobe Walker out to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:59 left. We're still in the 3rd quarter. Seattle up 28-3. If Seattle holds on, and I think they will, they're going to be 10-2. They'll have the 2nd best record in the league behind the Jets, who are 11-1. They'll have the best record in the NFC. They'll remain the number 1 seed. The Giants are 9-3. They'll be the number 2 seed at the moment with 4 weeks to go. In the I formation, Wade to Gilbert. Gilbert gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3 yards. On the tackle there, number 90. That's Matthew Enoch in his 10th year out of Cal. The Giants and the Seahawks are not scheduled to play in the regular season. But that would make for a very interesting NFC championship if they got there. 2nd and 13 from the 19-yard line. 4 wide for Seattle. Wade in the shotgun.
Set wide, 80.
Wade drops back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 13. .129 left. Still in the third quarter. Seahawks come out on 3rd and 13, 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade drops back. Wade looking, throws down the middle, caught by Rupert Jones. A big gain out to the 50-yard line. 31 yards to Rupert Jones. 1st and 10 Seahawks at midfield. Finally making the tackle. I think it was number 23. Chris Ball getting on the tackle was also Sean Wright, the safety. Seahawks now for midfield. Coming up on a minute left here in the third quarter. Just across midfield. 1st and 10. Wade under center. Wade throws outside, caught by Jones. Wade definitely avoided a blitz. Did you see that? He avoided the blitz. He did a quick sidestep and found the receiver out to the side for a 5-yard gain. He's 2nd and 5 from the 45-yard line. 36 seconds. Third quarter counting down. 4 wide for Seattle. Wade in the shotgun. Jones in motion. Wade to Gilbert again. And Gilbert picks up the first down out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10. Gilbert way over 100 yards on the day. He's at 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. If I had fantasy football, he'd be the player. 118 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. That's a pretty good fantasy player. All right. Will they get the playoff in time? They do not. At the end of 3, Seahawks are up 28-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Fireworks are off early. We still have a quarter to go. Seattle up 28-3 as we start the fourth quarter. They still got the fireworks going. I mean, they're up by 25. I get that, but the game's not over yet. Seattle at the Redskin 35-yard line, 1st and 10. They come out in the I formation. Wade to Gilbert again, and Terry Gilbert, even when he looks like he's only getting a yard, he picks up like 3. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Brian Trickett on the tackle. Seattle just trying to eat up clock here. Up by 25. 2nd and 7 from the Redskin 32-yard line. Wade in the shotgun. Single back. Wade to Gilbert, a draw play. And that didn't work too well. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the tackle is Robert Andrews, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 32-yard line. 7 minutes left. We're in the fourth quarter. 4 wide for the Seahawks on 3rd and 7. Wade in the shotgun. Jones in motion. Wade fakes the handoff. Wade throws, and I think the timing was thrown off on that. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Seattle will probably try a 49-yard field goal. He was looking for Blake Gibson downfield, but the timing on that was all thrown off. And now Tom Davidson from 49 to put the Seahawks back up by 28 if he can make it. Tough kick in the rain. Kick is up. No good. It remains a 28-3 ball game in favor of the Seahawks with 6:39 left. If I'm an NFC team, I don't want to play Seattle in the first round. I don't want to come here and play the Seahawks. They're just looking good. Their defense is really looking good today. Redskins will take over. Still down 28-3 with 6:39 left. This one, at this point, is a foregone conclusion now. Seattle's going to be 10-2, and the Redskins are going to drop to 5-7. And that really hurts Washington's playoff chances now. 4 wide for the Redskins. Tipton in the shotgun. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Tipton drops back. Throws. Caught by Morris, but a flag is down. James Norris. I think it's going to be holding on the Redskins.
Holding. Offense.
Terry Lofton, the right guard. 10-yard penalty. When it rains, it pours. No pun intended. 1st and 20 back at the 29-yard line. CGM is in the house. They have fallen apart in recent weeks. There's CGM. I hate to tell you that. Good to see you, man. This is the 3rd game of our triple header. 1st and 20 from the 29-yard line. Tipton in the shotgun.
Blue 90. Hot.
Tipton looking. Throws. Caught by Norris. No. Incomplete. The linebacker, Cochran, punched the ball out of there. Wes Cochran. And that'll bring up 2nd and 20. Back at the 29-yard line. Seattle has dominated this game. Yep, the liberal media have turned you. Nope. And they never will. I know what a woman is. 2nd and 20 from the 29-yard line. Tipton drops back. Throws. Caught by Norris. And Norris out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 8. Yeah, according to the Democrats, he's Hitler on steroids. A gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 12. They just don't like him because he's exposing the dark underbelly of the D.C. establishment. They're all a bunch of whiny pantses. Their free ride is over. 3rd and 12 from the 37-yard line.
Now let's go.
Tipton back. Tipton throws downfield. Caught by G. Scott. A big gain by the big tight end. And Scott all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's a 40-yard gain by Scott, the rookie out of Ohio State. Redskins may actually score a touchdown here before the game's over. You know, if this was back in the 70s or the 80s, the left wouldn't be like this. But because of social media, they're a bunch of whiny pants. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Tipton under center.
Blue 90.
Tipton looking. Throws. Caught by Ross. He fumbles, and the Seahawks pick it up. TJ Ross caught it, took a couple of steps, and then it was knocked away. Yeah, he took about 3 steps. He may have been down. Let's check the replay. I think he was on his knees when the ball came out. Well, that's a bang-bang play. They'll probably review it. Oh, he's definitely my favorite president right now since Reagan. Let's see if they review it. Right now it's 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 14 with 5:29 left. No review. 1st down, Seattle. First and 10. Wade hands off to Gilbert. And Gilbert out to the 19-yard line. I tell you the biggest reason why they're against the tariffs, because a lot of these congressmen have used inside information to make trades and buy stock, and now the stock on these Japanese companies are going down. They're losing money. That's why they're upset. But the tariffs need to be handled. We can't be lopsided. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert loses a yard back to the 18-yard line. I like how some Japanese companies are already scrambling to set up factories in the U.S., and that's what we need. These congressmen, these lefties, I'm not saying that all the righties are in the right, but the majority of the lefties, it's all about money. It's all about their money and power. They don't care about their constituents. Plus, I'll hang my hat on this. I know what a woman is. 3rd and 6 from the 18-yard line. 4:20 and counting. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert makes a move. Gilbert! I thought he was going to be off to the races. He gets 16 out to the 34-yard line. I like watching these liberals try to argue Charlie Kirk and people when they question them about what a woman is. It's always circular. And they know, these people aren't stupid. A woman is somebody who feels like a woman. Well, what is that? It's complicated. No, it's not. That's a circular definition. You can't say a chair is something that looks like a chair. You got to describe to me what it is. And they can't, because as soon as they do, that disproves their argument. And that's why they resort to circular reasoning. 1st and 10 from the 34. Wade to Gilbert around the outside. And Gilbert out to the 39-yard line. And it's intellectually dishonest. It really is. A gain of 6 will be 2nd and 4. They are. See, CGM comes in here, and I get on my soapbox, so I'm going to get off my soapbox now. 2nd and 4 from the 39-yard line. Seahawks come out in the offset eye. Wade hands off to McKenzie. And McKenzie picks up the first down out to the 44-yard line. Chris McKenzie. First down, Seattle. Let's get CGM updated. Earlier today, the Saints beat the Chargers 20-17. And then in our second game, the Vikings held on to beat the Cardinals 16-10. This is our third game today. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Wade to McKenzie. And McKenzie will lose a yard. Well, actually gains a yard. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Seahawks up 28-3 here at Jammin' Sports. We're back at Lumen Field in the rain in Seattle. The Seahawks are totally dismantling the Redskins here today. They're up 28-3. Redskins are going to have to regroup and try to run the table and get to 9-7 and take their chances. Two minutes left. I doubt the Redskins will take a timeout here. Down by 25. I doubt it. In the offset eye, Wade hands off to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert out to the 46, a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8. Trey Cook on the tackle. Seattle's going to be 10-2. They'll remain with the best record in the NFC. They'll stay the number 1 seed at the moment in the NFC. The Giants are currently the 2 seed. 1 game back at 9-3. 5 wide for Seattle. Wade in the shotgun. Wade back. Wade throws, and it's knocked down by Cameron Cole. They were looking for Marcus Clay. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And the Redskins will return home. They'll play Philadelphia at home next week. And the Seahawks will play an AFC team. Now, the Seahawks have beaten the Chiefs earlier this season, so they have beaten an AFC team. But they lost to the Raiders and the Chargers. They play at Denver next week. On 4th down, Dakota Cochran will punt. Oh, he shanked that one. Let's see. Let's add that one up. 4 and 8. A 12-yard punt by Cochran. And the Redskins will have it at the 42-yard line. 1:10 remaining. Washington might get a consolation touchdown out of this. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be on at 6 o'clock Eastern with another triple header. It'll be the Bears and the Rams, and that'll be followed by the Chiefs and the Broncos, and that'll be followed by the Raiders and the 49ers. And that will wrap up Week 12. We hope you join us tomorrow night at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time, as this game is winding down Seattle with a rout win. Tipton in the shotgun, 5 wide. Tipton back. Tipton throws, caught by Ciali. Ciali trying to get to the sideline. He's tackled inbounds by Hubert. A gain of 9. The clock is running. Both teams know that this season or this game is over. Well, let's see, we still have 4 weeks to go. We're in May. This season will probably end sometime in July, probably late July. I don't know yet. 2nd and 1 from the 50. Tipton to Ciali. And Ciali to the 49. A loss of a yard. And the Redskins actually take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 3. Well, next week, I don't have any ball games on the radio, so I'll be able to get a lot of games in. I can see this season ending in June. The thing is, coming up in July, we got the fair, my car show, all that stuff. I could see a new season starting maybe late July, August. I have no plans to get Madden 26. I've been burned so many times. 3rd and 3 from the 49-yard line. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton back. Tipton throws, caught by Norris. He had to come back for it. They give him forward progress out to the 50-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2. Redskins take a timeout. Yeah, but after a while, we were watching too many teams lose because there's no hurry-up drill. That's what really sets 19 apart, the 2-minute drill. They don't have that to the same degree in 25. And Evil Dead and I were talking about it. It cost a lot of teams some wins down the stretch, or a chance to win. 19 just does it better. Adrian Murphy back to punt. If you're going to punt, why'd you take a timeout? And that's going to be dropped into the end zone. Touchback. 23 seconds left. One more snap and we're done. And we'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Time with the Bears and the Rams, followed by the Chiefs and Broncos, followed by the Raiders and 49ers. Yeah, EA Logic. I tell you what, though, 19 does a better job. It's not a perfect game. I've never said it's a perfect game. But compared to the others, it's far and away a lot better. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give 19 a 9.5. In the victory formation, Wade takes a knee. And they don't have to snap it again because the Redskins are not going to take their final timeout. They know the game's over. As the final seconds will tick away, your final score: Seattle 28, Washington 3. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6 Eastern. Good night, everybody.